Some of these reporters had it coming. In Hollywood, there are certainly actors you don't want to mess with, especially when it comes to loaded questions. These are the ones who won't back down, and when you push them, you're guaranteed to get answers that'll leave you speechless. From blunt truths to savage comebacks, these celebrities know exactly how to shut down rude interviewers. You definitely want to stick around to the very end because you won't believe how Gordon Ramsay shot back at an Australian channel. As always, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this.
Some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, because it's negative and you're being negative. And I met the mayor, right, and nothing they can do about it. You come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of
hey,
with that
come
comment.
On.
No, that was a piece of you. That was a piece of shit.
We're doing live TV.
And I don't care. What are you going to do about it?
This was back in 2014 as Tyson went on an interview with Canadian interviewer Nathan Downer. To promote his one-man show, Downer was clearly looking for some sort of reaction from his guest, because a sane person wouldn't ask such a question in the first place. But it didn't end there, and Mike lashed out at him one more time before they had to cut the interview short.
Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really didn't have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
That is hilarious. This is what F around and find out looks like. You don't pose such a loaded question to the baddest man on the planet and expect things to proceed smoothly. Downer sent out a tweet after the interview saying, "I'm okay, everyone," and followed it up by saying, "No ill will toward Mike Tyson. He lashed out at me and that's okay. Not taking it personally." Boo-hoo, I guess. He should be thankful that he didn't get knocked out because Tyson is known for losing his temper quickly and not a single person in the building could have controlled him had he lost it. Next, we have an amateur reporter who managed to insult Matt Damon and his mother as they were covering a Save Our Schools in Washington, D.C.
In acting, there isn't job security, right? There's an incentive to work hard and be a better actor because you want to have a job. So why isn't it like that for teachers?
Do you think job insecurity is what makes me work hard?
Well, you have an incentive to work harder, but if there's job security...
Be an actor. It's not an incentive. That's the thing. So you take this MBA-style thinking, right? It's the problem with ed policy right now. There's this intrinsically paternalistic view of problems that are much more complex than that. It's like saying a teacher is going to get lazy when they have tenure. A teacher wants to teach. I mean, why else would you take a shitty salary and really long hours and do that job unless you really love to do it?
Talk about being rude. I know she was doing her job and trying to play the devil's advocate to see what the people she's interviewing think about teachers having tenure, but her question was loaded and I totally get Matt's reaction. By the way, I've noticed that you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, so what are you waiting for? Whether you agree or disagree with him here, you can't deny that what she did was wrong, and what's worse is that the cameraman chose to intervene and drop an interesting statistic, which led to a legendary comment from Damon.
10% that are bad though? 10% of teachers are bad.
Where'd you get that number?
I don't know. 10% of people in any profession maybe should think of something else. Right?
Well, okay, but I mean, maybe you're a shitty cameraman.
The cameraman thought this was a Joe Rogan podcast and he was trying to become Jamie doing a fact check. There's one minor thing though, there is no such statistic. He also helped Matt and proved his point because last I checked, cameramen just do the filming while the talking is carried out by the interviewer, so it's clear that he sucks at his job and should be fired immediately, but nothing comes close to how Dean Richards was trying to put Mel Gibson on the spot by bringing up past controversy.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to the drinking problems, referring to what's been called the anti-Semitic rant, referring all those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't.
Well,
So
I'm just wondering if you think that the public has moved on and will perceive you in the same light.
Well, I certainly hope so. You know, it is a while back, and you know, I've done all the necessary mea culpas. So let's move on, dude. Come on.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Watching moments like these makes Mel Gibson's comeback so much more satisfying. Once a Hollywood A-lister, Gibson found himself blacklisted and harshly criticized by the media after his personal struggles and controversial remarks became public. Headlines painted him as unforgivable, and many believed his career was over for good. But despite this intense backlash, the man refused to fade away. One of the best things about this comeback is the fact that Gibson did it on his own terms, not relying on fake apologies or explanations to appease critics. He simply delivered quality work, which is what audiences ultimately cared about. Andrew Garfield commented on it recently and said, quote, "He's done a lot of beautiful healing with himself, and thank God, because he's an amazing filmmaker, and I think he deserves to make films. He deserves to tell stories because he has a very big, compassionate heart." In an era when so many are quickly canceled, the left with little hope for redemption, Gibson's story proves that genuine talent and determination can cut through the noise. For this final clip, we have a news channel trying to manufacture a gotcha moment with Gordon Ramsay, and I'd say it's safe to say it backfired in an epic fashion.
It's really weird for you to give me a piece of paper, and when you say, am I satisfied that it's a good steak, you have to be a little bit more honest with me on that one. What are you trying to get at?
Well, we were there, and the guy that had that steak said that it was dry, it was flaky, it was terrible, essentially.
Mate, I mean, honestly, I mean, if you had a bad experience in my restaurant, I mean, why didn't you say anything at the time?
Well,
we take your custom very, very seriously, but I mean,
considering like you guys are coming to Australia and bringing that steak, like
I know, but you're being a little bit stupid. Come on.
Imagine starting an interview by handing your guest a piece of paper before saying anything else. They thought they brought receipts with them, but they had done their homework properly. They'd easily known that Gordon or any other chef are notorious haters of well-done steak. But instead, he took the opportunity to give them a crash course on steaks and how they should be made.
But it shouldn't be served up in the first place.
What do you mean it shouldn't be served up in the first place?
Well, I mean, would you be happy that your staff member actually let that out onto the floor?
How do they ask them the steak to be cooked?
Well done. It's clear that in the picture.
But you asked the steak to be cooked well done.
And is that a well done steak?
Oh, come on. What is this? I mean, where can you, I mean, keep on rolling. For legal reasons, this is absolutely crucial. But how sad is this, that you ask for a steak to be cooked well done, okay? Now, whatever quality of beef it is, it's gone past any form of taste when you've cooked it well done. So you present me with a picture, God bless you, and you say, is that right? I don't eat steak well done. That's your prerogative because you're the customer. But unfortunately, you're never going to identify the quality of a beef when the steak is well cooked. So I'm really sorry to piss on your bonfire, but it's a bit of a stupid question. Thank you. Can I give you a paper back?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
I thought it was an intelligent interview. What a disaster.
What is so much funnier is that they kept putting that clip of the steak while Gordon was speaking. It's top-notch meme material. Kudos to Ramsay though, because seeing his reactions on the different shows, this was relatively chill and tame. He even dumbed down the explanation so they understood that when a steak is cooked well done, it loses a lot of the flavor and juiciness that your taste buds crave. That TV channel probably didn't expect a grilling of their own, but they definitely got one free of charge. I'd love to know your thoughts on this, so let's get the conversation rolling in the comments down below. Oh, and by the way, if your friends want to be in on these legendary moments as well, please share the video with them. Thanks for watching.